All right, hello and welcome to this Journal Jumpstart. I'm Laura Ellie Hudson, founder of Resilient Spirit, where I work with creatives and healers and transformational leaders of many kinds, folks who are ready to relinquish perfectionism, claim their enoughness, and cultivate their courage to work on their life dreams and navigate this crazy changing world we're in. Growing in resilience, my clients get clarity about what they want. They learn to trust themselves and their intuition. They heal relationships and they make the difference they were born to make. So I'm joining you today from La Grande, Oregon. This is Eastern Oregon, on land sacred to the Walla Walla, Cayuse, and Umatilla and Nez Perce tribes. The Journal Jumpstart will help you pause and calm yourself and connect your mind, body, and spirit, and give you space to express your authentic voice and your soul wisdom through writing. And before we start, I always want to recognize that it's totally normal to feel a little nervous whenever we do something like this. Expressing yourself, whether on the page or with other people, can feel risky. And you might be wondering, will this work for me? Will I be able to write today? Know that you are not alone in those feelings, and just invite you to just accept whatever arises, fears or resistance, and give yourself loving compassion. This practice is about experimentation and play, not perfection. And you are a success if you stay through the practice and you let yourself feel what you're feeling. And even if you just scribble or draw on the page, that counts. So get your writing materials ready, have them nearby, and then I invite you to find a comfortable position, seated, standing, lying down, just a position in which you can lengthen your spine and let your breath move freely through your body and have a feeling of connection with the ground beneath you. Let's go ahead and start our 5 minutes of meditation to help us settle the nervous energy, and then you'll have a prompt to jumpstart your writing in about 10 minutes of writing time. So let's begin. If you like, go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze and take just a couple of long, easy breaths. Just let your maybe even sigh to kind of let yourself release any tension you've been holding up to this moment. Roll your shoulders, loosen your neck, get out your squirmies for a little bit. Just let yourself come into your body. And for today, I'm going to invite you to put your left hand on your heart, and you might put your right hand over the top of it. Or if you're like me, I like to put my right hand on my belly. It just feels nice, kind of comforting to do that, but either place. And as you do that, I'd like you to feel your heart beating in your chest, under your hands. Just begin to notice that heartbeat. And as you do, let it remind you that you are here. You are alive. Your heart is beating. Now let yourself notice without judgment, just observe the sensation of your heartbeat, any unique characteristics it has, the rhythm, the pulse. Get really curious about how that heartbeat feels today. There's no need to change it or slow it down or hurry it up. Accepting your heartbeat and yourself exactly as you are right now. The next time you exhale, let your your mind consciousness sort of drop into your heart space. See if you can observe letting your mind connect with your heart. Letting your thoughts sort of melt into the sensation of your steady heartbeat. Letting yourself imagine the heart space softening, welcoming, accepting whatever sensations or memories or emotions that arise. Your heart is big enough to hold them. Allow yourself to witness them with calm trust. And at the top of the next inhale, if it feels right, allow yourself to retain the breath, just hold it for a few seconds, and let yourself notice how your heartbeat sounds louder, or feels louder in your chest when you do that. And then release it, maybe let your breath out more slowly than before for a longer duration. And you can try that, experiment with that a few times. The longer you hold your breath, the louder your heartbeat feels in your chest. Noticing that, if it feels right. Always the invitation is to see what feels right for you. And if there's anything about this meditation that's challenging for you, just give yourself grace and acceptance in that. And as the meditation comes to a close, letting yourself acknowledge your wise body, your gracious heart, taking care of you without your notice most of the time. Your body in its devotion to keeping you alive, giving thanks for your heart, circulating vitality throughout your body, for your breath working in rhythm with your heart, and just noticing and receiving the miracle of your existence. Now coming back to the room that you are in, letting your eyes open, letting yourself attend to your writing materials. And our prompt today comes from a poem by the pioneering American aviator Amelia Earhart, who was also a writer. And she was the first woman to complete a solo transatlantic flight in 1928. And she wrote this poem about courage. So let's hear this poem from Amelia Earhart. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. The soul that knows it not knows no release from little things, knows not the livid loneliness of fear, nor mountain heights where bitter joy can hear the sound of wings. How can life grant us boon of living, compensate for dull gray ugliness and pregnant hate, unless we dare the soul's dominion? Each time we make a choice, we pay with courage to behold the resistless day and count it fair. So that's Amelia Earhart's poem about courage, and I will put it in the chat if you'd like to look more closely at it. The invitation here is to write about courage. Here's some starting points, but feel free to express yourself in any form, write from your experience, fictionalize it, make it into a fairy tale. Those are some options. So, some questions. What does your soul know about courage? Maybe write about a time you chose to act or speak, or not act or speak, to wait from your courage. And then Earhart says that courage is the price of peace. And maybe pondering what is the cost of love, hope, joy, or some other big soul experience, and is it a fair price to pay for those experiences? That's kind of a philosophical one. Here are some words to work with if that's another entryway for you. So this is a lot of options, but I always say whatever inspires you immediately, go with that. Your first thought, your best thought, it's enough. It's a good enough place to start. So go ahead and let us write if you haven't started already. Now might be a good moment to check back in with your breathing. And just noticing, letting go any tension that might have come up as you've been writing. Recentering and letting yourself start again. About 30 seconds more to wrap up wherever you are right now. Just to let yourself pause and complete a sentence. Thank you for taking this time with me to practice, and may you be well. I hope to meet you again next time. Go in peace.